We're back, Queen. We done
That's
did
right.
it
You're back. Hey,
again.
hey.
Oh, sheesh. Man, it's good to be back. Something about this podcast of ours just brings a lot of joy to me and stuff. But you know what? We're gonna get right to it. You know, why Uce Podcast? In case for new listeners coming in, it's where you get to hear from myself, Puni Moa and Queen. So whether you're driving to work or working out at the gym or simply in a good mood to laugh, tune in here at Why Oops. Let myself and Queen brighten up your day. Don't miss out on the fun, man. Subscribe now and join our community of listeners who just knows that laughter is truly the best medicine. Man, that sounded good right there. And as you know, we're on our episode 3 right now. We're going to jump right into our segment, Happy Hours. Queen, let's get ourselves in tune. Like imagine ourselves walking into a restaurant. What restaurant we're going into right now?
Man, we ain't gonna advertise for no restaurant. We just going to a restaurant. Let's go.
Let's go and get some drinks on. Yes, it's Happy Hours, baby. Let's go.
Exactly. Let's go to hole in the wall. Let's go.
So, my buddy John brought this up. He said, Puni Moa, man, why do you borrow money and not pay it back? He's specifically saying that to Samoans, you know what I'm saying? Because that's I don't know if any other race is like that, but you know what I'm saying? We like that. We're all about that. Man, people like to borrow money and don't even pay it back. You want to go ahead and let our listeners break it down more into details, so paint a pretty picture what we're talking about, Queen?
Man, it is so simple. You need some money. You go and ask somebody, you know who you can go to and depend on to get that money. But in the back of your head, you're always like, man, I'm not going to pay this person back. Because you keep going back and back. And that person keeps enabling you, giving you the money. But some people like to borrow the money and pay it back. Sometimes they change their mind. You think it's just Samoans? Is that what you're saying?
I, I don't know. I don't know anybody else.
Well, just imagine, you're running low on something, and people have a habit of asking for money. But I think before they even ask for money, you should start looking at where your money going. But it is so annoying when people ask for money and they say, I got you, I'll pay you back. And you know damn well they ain't gonna pay you back, but you still give it to them.
Now,
There comes a point, Puni Moa, if you come and ask me for money and I know you don't pay me back, you ain't getting no more money from me, Puni Moa.
but you know what?
I'll be like, why you don't pay me back, Puni Moa? Is it because you don't have the money? Or you just don't want to pay me back? Which one? Why do me like that, Uce?
Why you do me so wrong? First of all, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of scenarios in this because it can be a family. It can be majority. I think it's family members first. Let's get it right.
Okay,
Let's get
talk
these
about
right.
it. Let's talk
It
about
can
the
be your
family.
families, or it can even be your friends, your inner circle. So, because I experienced that on both ends. Let's go about family members. That's definitely. It's like it's a biblical thing. It's a culture. It's a must to ask and never give back. Oh
And you
shit.
can't stay mad at family forever, bro.
They take advantage, and you know what it is? It's one of them things, man. If you don't got a hard shell, a hard heart, or just man the hell up and be like, heck no, man, you better pay me back. And even if you do man up, you know what I'm saying? They still won't pay you back.
They'll just come. We all good, Oos? Pat you on the shoulder.
Exactly. Oh man. Shit. It doesn't matter what you do. It really doesn't. I think if you put a gun in their head, they still won't pay you back. They're gonna be like, hey Oos, man, why you being like that? Man, you're being shady right now. Man, what happened to being a Christian? What happened about being family? I'd be like, Sully, what about the thousands of thousands that I gave you, bro?
You mentioned being Christian, you gotta forgive them for that, bro.
Oh man, there's a saying in Samoa, you know. Say ole alofa. What was that saying again? Ole alofa kinga alofa
Yeah.
umiloa. What is it? Alofa kinga fo pipilo oi. Ole alofa pipilo foi. Ole alofa lofa so pipilo so. Something like that. Eh, the love stinks. That's what it means, guys. Ole alofa pipilo foi.
But I bet you still give.
Oh, you know what? I'm trying my best though. You know what I'm saying? After being out here in the US for a while, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to install my US roots. Be like, hey, dog, I ain't paying, no. But it depends though. It really depends. You know, I think it goes by the structure. If it's your parents, if, if it's your uncle or aunt, your favorite uncle, aunt, or even your favorite sibling, I mean, let's be real now. Do we have a selective who that we don't mind giving money to and don't care paying that they didn't pay you back? Do we have that kind of thing too? Where we have our favorites that we don't mind giving money to and don't care
Absolutely,
if they don't pay back? There's a lot of
absolutely.
scenarios. Man. But anyways, I got lost in the sauce. What was your question again? How come I didn't pay you back?
No, I'm not saying you owe me
Uh-huh.
money. I'm just saying, why, Oos? Your friend asked you that question, so I'm asking it for your friend John, who is not here.
Mm. Well, it depends, man. If John is the one that because us Samoans too, we also can read a character. And if John is the one that we like to call the one that we can get over, the yes man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take advantage of that, baby. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
Because
Okay.
we we do have we do have a lot of those Samoans too that just doesn't realize that you get taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So if John is that type, the yes man, then guess what? I'm gonna keep asking John for more money until he figures it out. It ain't my fault that John's a dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, John, you hear it all here. Why, Oos? You got your
Mhm.
answer.
John in Samoan is Ioane. So Ioane, if you hear this, bro, just know you've been punked, baby.
You better figure this out quick.
Oh, sheesh. What other
What
scenarios are
about your
there?
friends?
What about?
Friends.
Oh man. Now, when it comes to friends, it's when we're going out to the club. You ever get those kind of friends that were like, "Oh, don't worry about it, man. The next round's on me." You know what I'm saying? And then they get you all hyped up. What you want? Oh, don't worry, man. Oh, I'm like, oh shoot, man, go ahead and get me. Whoop, 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 yalla, la, la. You know what I'm saying? That bill comes up to around $200 and stuff. There's like a few of us. We're all excited, ready to get drunk. Tonight, we're gonna get fucked up, baby. And this mother effer swipes his card, and the bartender's like, "Uh, do you have another? Do you have another way to purchase? I mean, to pay?" And this mother effer would be like, you know what I'm saying? Swipe it again, knowing damn well, and we all know though, we all know that this dude that's a setup. That's another avenue of a setup. So of course, one of us be like, "Yeah, why do we always fall for this motherfucker right here, man?" We end up giving our card. We end up paying for it. So that's another scenario. Do you ever experience that kind? Sheesh.
I've
That's one.
seen some of them along the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or they just be stroking your ego, Puni Moa, making you feel like you the man, you the shiznit, and all of a sudden you just pulling out that card. I got y'all, I got y'all.
Oh yeah. I'm a victim. I'm a victim like you on it. in the friend zone when we're at the club.
And it
Oh
comes
yeah.
in full circle.
Oh man, talk about it. Damn man, talk about that. That's true though. Trying to think of another. Oh, what about the one where you go with your friends? Because me and my circle, we do that. We'll hit up a restaurant, and then we'll be like, "Oh man, oh bro, man, I forgot my I forgot my wallet." What are them numbers? Act like you forgot your damn wallet, but knowing damn well it's in your pocket and stuff. Those are the kind of excuses we be pulling.
So that you just did a segue right into our second topic for our happy hour. You know, why do folks always offer, well, mainly our people, but I'm sure other folks do it too, offer to pay the entire bill,
Oh man.
foot the food bill.
Tell them about it. I think we the only culture that does that. Tell them about this one. Why do Samoans always offer to pay the entire bill? Man.
Well, I guess well, another scenario is when let's just say I Puni Moa, let's go have lunch. Then you Puni Moa gonna automatically think, "Ah, since she invite me, I'm eating for free today. I ain't gotta pay." That's part of the mentality that this we gonna pay the bill. And then you Puni Moa go ahead and invite somebody else that I didn't invite. And all of a sudden there's like plus three people. And Puni
Mhm.
Moa, you probably say, "Ah, no, Queen got it. Queen got it. She invited me to lunch. Now I'm inviting you guys."
Guess what? I'm guilty, and that's true. Keep going. Carry on. That's exactly you're onto something.
See, I guess it's just set in stone in our brain, just be like back to our associations, what we've known to do, as Samoans, I don't know, but it's just like a habit. It's a bad habit. Stop paying for people's bills these days.
And the worst thing, the
Be
worst thing
done with
about
it.
it,
Don't do it anymore. That's the whole point of this happy hour talk. We talk about it, we do it. We gotta learn how to say, "Stop it, cut it out. You ain't getting no more of my money."
that's something that's I don't think that's ever going to stop, Queen. So to our listeners, man, if you're not Samoan and you happen to know of a Samoan, if you want to have some free lunch or dinner, hey, tag along with that Samoan. We guarantee you that they're gonna pay for it, and you can thank us here at Uce for giving you the hookup, the tips, the info, baby, because it does happen though. Yeah, matter of fact, speaking of that, me and my buddy, who was it? I think it was Joseph. Yeah, Joe. Man, we was rolling. We were driving one day, and we was complaining about that because again, these are just friends. We're just driving. We're like, man, I'm tired of going to this with the wood, and knowing damn well we know that certain of our circle is only going to show up just like the scenario that you painted, are going to show up with a group of plus two or three that we did not invite. And then to make it worse, what about when they start ordering stuff that, first of all, you're not going to pay. Then you look in the menu and you pick the most expensive thing on the menu. There's not even a courtesy or even a decency like, oh, I'm not going to pay. So, nah. Someone's like you just ordered the whole freaking thing in the restaurant and have no freaking, man, I don't know what to tell you. Just thinking about it frustrates me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, these are our experience. We're just talking about what we're going through.
hmm hmm
Don't be taking offense to it. We just talking what happens, and I'm sure a lot of people out there listening, you listening right now, you know this happened to you, or you know you did it.
Oh yeah. And if you're offended, then not you, you motherfucker. Change it up. Change it up. Sheesh. Get right.
Puni
We
What about
go
this
ahead.
one, Puni? You get to the table, and all you do is look on the right side of the menu, and so when you hear those magical words, "Order anything, it's on me." Then you just start
Then you say, oh boy.
all of a sudden, the right side don't matter anymore. You
Oh
go
yes. Then I get to order whatever I want. I'm so happy about it.
but I do have some friends who are not Samoan. They
Mhm.
offer to pay bills too, so it's not
Ooh,
a yes. It's
how
not
is
just
that like?
it feels great.
Oh man, that must be really nice and stuff.
It's a wonderful feeling.
Mm.
And then, yeah, it's a good time, but, yeah, I don't think it's just Samoans, but we ask because we're Samoans and we know it happens a lot, so that's why we ask the question because 'cause we've been through it. So, I find that hilarious.
Oh man, and you know what? Even if we try to tell, like me and my buddies, we'll be in the car driving. You know what, bro? You know what, Ooze? When we get there, let's put our foot down. We better tell people, hey, let's have a separate check. Because a waiter normally tells you. Do you want this to be a separate check or all together, right? Only some one table will be like looking at the waiter all stupid, like, one check, hello, but we were trying to put our foot down, be like, you know what, we get to the restaurant, we're gonna be like separate checks. But man, that blood in us. Right when at the end of the day, when the waiter comes up, would you like a separate or single? You know, nobody speaks up about a separate check.
No.
Somebody. And it's normally I think it's normally the one that we know that's the oldest in the circle. It's the one that's
And you know what? That is so true. The oldest
oh
always
man.
gets stuck with the bill because the little ones already know, "Oh, big sis, big bro got it."
Mm-hmm.
So, of
Mm-hmm.
course, just grab the bill, even though it's way on the other side. The older one just reaches over, "Give me that bill."
Knowing that one, that older one be like, these mother effers, man.
Oh, and that's why you're
There you go. Because you ain't standing up for yourself, older one.
broke. Don't let that love go crazy on these folks.
Oh man, but well, enough about this conversation. I want to know about your hockey experience. You go ahead and tell the audience how was your for first of all, it was Queen's first time going to an actual hockey game. So mind you, Queen ain't even part of that race. She's Samoan. So let's hear about it because I never been to a hockey game. I'm curious to know about it.
First of all, I don't understand the game, but I've seen it, played before, but this is my
Hmm.
first time to an actual game. Um, I thought it was gonna be cold, so I had my sweater, I had I'm walking in, "Well, I'm ready for this weather." Man, I should have done my research. I thought it wasn't even cold. It got warm and anyways, the most exciting part was seeing them fight. When
But
I
hold
saw
on.
the
First of
players
all, first of all, back up. So hold on. Let's get this straight. So you went over there with a husky jacket or something?
nah, I just went with the hoodie. Just went with the hoodie. No Eskimo looking jacket. I
did
went
you
with the hoodie.
were you thinking it was gonna be like it's winter? Oh snap! Oh
I
man!
went and I dressed warm. I was like,
Okay.
"It's gonna be cold because 'cause I'm gonna be around the ice rink and so forth." I'm like,
Mm.
"I'm gonna be ready."
You just thought it was going. As soon as you walk in, you're just gonna feel the chill.
I only felt the chill for a quick minute when they announced the hockey players and they came out, and I just felt that nice breeze. I was like, "Ooh, there we go. It's gonna be like this all night long."
Okay.
All of a
Okay.
sudden, it was gone. I was like, "What the hell?"
The sweat.
Anyways,
Did the sweater come off?
nope, I left it on. It was just too much work.
Yeah, yeah, you were talking about the fight. Yeah, that's the fun part right there.
That was fun. I mean, you see it on TV during the movies or whatever, but man, when one player just stood there, took off the gloves, all of a sudden the other player took off their gloves, and then everyone stopped playing, and then the referee, or I don't know what they call him, but umpire, whatever, they just stood there and watched them duke it out. I was like, "Holy shit, this is badass." So, I guess until they got enough swings, on each other, then all of a sudden they just stopped and told them, "Go to the penalty box." And that's it. I was like, "Wow, this is awesome."
So it's part of the game, right? It's like,
Yep, I think it's part of the game. I don't know, I'm still learning the rules because I asked a lot of questions. The folks I went with, it was
mhm.
all their first time too, so we were just confused what was going on, but we loved it.
Man, when you
I
told
go
me
to
that
football
story,
games, I go to
uh-huh.
baseball, I understand the game, but the hockey, I don't understand, but I'm learning because I enjoy going to hockey games, so I'm a fan now.
Man, you make me want to go to a game now too, because I heard that's one of a fun atmosphere to be in.
It is. It sure
Wow.
is.
That is awesome. Well, there you go, folks, especially us Islanders. It's always good to go experience life, experience something new. I never
Yep.
thought about hockey, but I keep hearing about it. It's starting to be a popular thing out here too for different like nationalities. So I gotta check that out.
So WeFobs is brought to you by WeFobz Enterprise, and we're talking about the WeFobz Nation store. You're gonna definitely want to check out the WeFobz Nation store. There's a bunch of things over there that you probably want to pick up. The WeFobz Nation store sells a lot of things that WeFobz Nation members are interested in. Check it out. We've got cool merchandise over there. We've got also things pertaining to interests such as anime, utensils from the kitchen, whatever. The whole friggin' lot of them. We also got bestseller section in that WeFobz Nation store. In our bestseller section, you can find everything that WeFobz Nation members usually order on sites such as Amazon and so forth. We are an Amazon affiliate, so whenever you're clicking or you're buying something from our WeFobz Nation store's bestseller section, you're definitely investing into WeFobz. And there you have it, WeFobz at WEFOBZ.io. WeFobz.
But let's move along, man. Let's get right to this one. This last question in our segment. Does the crab mentality exist within Samoan folks, and why?
It exists everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not just us Samoans, but this is a worldwide thing. Why it happens? I think it's all because of jealousy. People just mad, upset, or just intimidated. So when talking about the crab mentality is think of a boiling hot water. Cooking it's sucked that some people cook their crabs live, or sometimes that they don't. But when you cook it live, you know how the crabs when the hot water is boiling, you put them in and they trying to crawl up and they're
Mm-hmm.
pushing on the other crab, try to survive.
Yep, yep.
That's the mentality of when people see other folks promoting, doing, good things coming their way, but we just love to like grab them and then pulling them down by gossiping, spreading bad rumors about this individual. So, just talking crap or hating on this individual, and you're just pulling them down. You just think of that kind of the crab mentality, just stepping all on them just to or throw them under the bus so you can take over their position or their place wherever it may be. So yeah, it happens everywhere. I mean,
Okay,
it's not just Samoans. What do
okay.
you
So,
think?
so the question is, does it exist in Samoa? I'm gonna
Yes,
say, yeah, yeah.
yes.
I mean, shoot, Puni Moa was just. It took a while for me to shine on this podcast because I had a lot of the crab legs all over my shoulders and my head trying to get to where I'm at now. But look at me now, baby.
You just kick them down with your crab's legs.
Heck yeah, man, I had to jump out.
Use your claws to
Oh
pull away.
man. But yeah, yeah, it does. I'm trying to think of a situation. I mean, shoot, you can think about your childhood. You know what I mean? Kids were like, "Oh, you just trying to show off," and like, "No, I'm just a good dancer." They're like, "No, you're just trying to show off with your moves." I like, then I feel hella bad because I feel like, am I showing off? But no, man, it's the one that can't dance. It's the one that's talking, hating on me. You know what I mean?
Right? Then you start guessing yourself like, man, do I really suck?
Mm-hmm.
Are really this bad? And also you just stop performing, stop moving forward because someone is actually bullying you because they
Yeah.
hating, because you're intimidated and they're not secure with themselves. They're insecure with themselves.
Damn, that's crazy. And so, yeah, world, America, the crab mentality exists in Samoa too.
Mhm,
There's so many scenarios. You
mhm,
name it. I think everybody can relate to it and been there. I mean, shoot, even growing up as an adult. Yeah, you're right. Work wise too.
mhm.
Happens at work. You're trying to do something right. You're actually just following the rules, and people call it, man, why don't you stop being a brown noser? Why don't you stop kissing the boss's butt?
Yep.
And you're like, I'm doing it because I'm trying to get some money because I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to get up in the world and stuff. And it happens to be within your circle too. Your own like peers.
Mhm.
I mean, the older you get, I guess, you become aware of it. You know what? I just thought about this. You know, I don't know. I don't know if you have it, but I went through it. Growing up, I had a lot of friends. But the older I got now, I got lesser friends because of this subject right here, the crab mentality.
Mhm.
You know, have you ever experienced that? Like, when you start young, you got all these group of friends, and then as you get older, you start weaving them. Like, you're too bad for my conscience or
Yeah.
my happiness. Now I just got a good single, less not a double digit number, but just a few numbers that's in my circle because of the whole fact of like all this hating or just negativity, and a lot of it stirs off of envying, a lot of
Yeah.
hatred. So I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to
Mhm.
survive. I mean, shoot. Another thing is like I feel like Samoans in general, our culture, we're heavy on that too. That whole crab mentality. I mean, you don't see a lot of our people rising up in the ranks together. You get what I'm saying? Like even on a podcast, I'm trying to get to people, some other islanders, like, hey man, let's do this together. Everybody wants to be their own. I'm like, bro, man, let's think about everybody else in America, dude. Shoot. The whites, the blacks, the Hispanics, Asians, they're all getting together. Man, let's do it together. We're such a small nation, man.
Yeah.
Help each other
Let's
out.
rise up together.
Rise up together,
Everybody.
yo.
Or why can't we be friends?
Hmm. And I'm just like, you know what? It's all right. It's sad though, because the ones that uplift me in America are everybody that's not Samoans. I got my white people, black people, Asian, Hispanic, you name it. And they're good people, like people I could trust, which it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I guess it just depends on the people you hang out with. That's all I'm saying on this matter.
Nice, nice, nice.
What about you? Anything else on this one? What you have any intake or adding on to this?
No, I said what I said in the beginning, people do it because they're hurt. And you know what's sad is hurt people hurt people. And
Hurt people, ugly people hurt ugly people. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm
there you
just
go.
kidding.
You say whatever you want to say.
Hmm.
Crack me up.
I
But
also looked it up. My bad. Go
uh-huh.
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no, finish what you look up because I want to hear your reviews,
Yeah, my reviews was
your little research.
my little research. It reminded me of our culture because I actually looked it up, and it says
Okay.
Samoan is not a nation or an island that has this crab mentality. However, and the only reason why it's based off of that is because they're saying that we are a place of respect and unity to work together. So they find it hard. However, it could be involved in Samoa because of the influence.
Yes.
And it kind of took me back. I'm like, wow, man, that's crazy. Does that make sense?
It makes sense because we're raised to respect and love one another, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So we're known for that. But the reality is it exists.
It's so sad. And you know
And no one
what?
wants to talk about it, but it exists.
Yeah, it's really sad because I actually Googled it, and just to see that on the website, a little dot on the map, to be respected, and it's such an uplifting, the way we're credited is a positive credit. But
Yes.
then us being Samoans, we know that we're, and I'm not gonna blame that. It's the Western, what they call that, the influence. No, man, I think it exists in every culture. So that was my take on that.
That was good. That was really good. Thanks for sharing that. Um, our 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 people are loving people, but we do things like what we're talking about, the crab mentality, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it. But that's why I love this wild Uce, man. We ask those questions. Some of them are uncomfortable, But that's why we're here to laugh about it, to, just relax after a long day of work, talk about reality, but also know that laughter is one of the stress relievers. And that's why I love being here.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point of our Uce. All right, our next segment. Let's get into it right now, Queen. I get asked this question all the time. Why do people hang out at the airport in American Samoa?
You gonna have to tell me why.
Oh
Because
shoot.
raised in the States, coming off
Hmm.
that plane, hell of people out there.
I tell you what, folks, if you ever want to feel like a celebrity, you fly your ass to Samoa and you're gonna have a whole lot of people out there waiting for you. You're gonna feel like a celebrity. Don't you feel like, tell me now, don't you feel like a celebrity when you walk out with all them people just looking and stuff?
Hell no, that's hella creepy. When I walk out, I see people looking up and down,
Oh
like
man.
they're checking you out, what you wearing. That's how I felt coming out. I'm like, oh, damn.
Oh man. Oh man.
But hey, that was just my perspective, my view when I came walking out them doors. But for you who were out there, was that a hangout back then? I mean, a lot of us when we go back home to the States, that's all we talk about because that's the first thing we know. Man, you see all those people at the airport?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. To our listeners that are not Samoans, well, the airport's actually located right the village that I live at. So I'm guilty. I'm guilty, son. Of yeah, that's a hangout spot. Out there at the ATL, they got like the skating rings back then when they
Yeah.
were young. That's where they all go hang out at. Some other places they got like a skating rings or ice skating rings or even movie theaters or even bowling alleys. Well, guess what? In American Samoa, the airport was our nightlife, baby. And I tell you what, it was cool as heck.
So on that, I
Uh-huh.
can I can honestly say when moving to Samoa,
Mm-hmm.
living there for a hot minute, yeah, the airport was a place to hang out on the Monday night, Friday night, or wherever the days the planes, you know, leave and come. But yeah, you had nowhere else to go. I mean, you did have places to go, but that's where you'll see everybody out there. And then, of course, that's where you check out. Oh, those are the new styles coming out. Look at those kicks. Check that out.
That's the
And
place where you'll see your friends. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's the place where you hang out at. And there ain't nobody that we go to. I mean, when we do see people, say bye to them or we barely get go to the airport to see somebody come in or see somebody go. No, that was an actual hangout spot. Because at that
yeah,
time, this is like the early '90s or the late '90s. I think all the way to 1999. The bowling alley wasn't there. All the stuff they got right now wasn't there. There wasn't a place to hang out at night. Besides the boonies. The boonies is I guess America understand what the boonie is, right? It's like a place with off-roading where you can just hang out with your folks and stuff and just the stars is out and that's where you go drink at. But anyways, we talking about the airport. The airport specifically was the hot spot. That's where you get to go with your car. If you had a car, you blast your music with your boys, you rolling in. It's a show. It's a real show. People watch you rolling in with your boys in a pickup truck and you just think you all tight and stuff, just rolling in and you go and park. That's the place where you pick up chicks. That's the place where you get into fights. You know what I'm saying? It's all right there at
is
the
it fair to
airport.
say too that that's where you take your girlfriends or your boyfriend like a little date this meet at the airport?
Hey, it sounds silly to y'all here, but I'm telling y'all, it was tight back then, y'all. It was tight. That was a. I couldn't wait to go to the airport. And you hear Queen says
Mhm.
Friday and Monday. Well, that's because the Hawaiian Air only flew there. to, the plane from Hawaii there's only one airplane, and that's Hawaiian Air, and they only fly there twice. In a week. So when you ever go vacation in American Samoa, you best go for 2 weeks. Because if you miss that Monday or Friday, you're gonna have to wait till the next Monday or Friday. You know what I mean?
Summers and holiday like Christmas holiday time. you have an extra flight, so you get to. There's 3 flights.
Oh, now there's 3 flights. So,
Yes,
oh, that's right.
just for the holidays and summertime, 3 flights.
But those were not. Those were the days, man. That was a cool thing to do. And you just hang out there. You go drink because in the parking lot now, guys, it's not like the parking lots out here. This is more of like a flat area. Literally, the parking lot was a spot to hang out to, and there was like a little green grass beyond before you enter the airport, kind of like where the cell phone area parking lots are in the U.S. I think our cell phone parking was, you know what I'm talking about? It's like you have a big old field, then right after that, it's the parking lot and then the airport. But that all that area was just all hangout spots, and it was fun time. Shoot, a lot of that's why people hung out inside more. Now I don't know about adults. I don't know. I'm trying to think when I went to college. Did we hang out at the airport? I don't think so, because we that's where the boonies came in. But I think it was more of a high school thing and kids thing of hanging out at the airport. Did that answer your question?
It sure did. Thanks,
Mhm.
Puni Moa.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But unfortunately, right now, we're just going to have to end our segment, our stuff right here, because we simply ran out of time, baby. We're just going to go right into it, man. Queen, this has been a great time with you. You have any closing remarks?
I just want to say to all those queens out there, be you and do you.
Hey, there you go, man. And I just want to, give a shout out to WEFOBZ. I want to give a shout out to the listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, share it to the world. And when you go with a Samoan friend, please tell your Samoan friend to everybody pay their own bill. That's my closing remark for you. And again, man, everything we say, this is our own opinion. If you have anything to say, leave a comment and we will fire back, baby. But
That's what's up.
again, yes, sir. I'm your boy, Puni Moa.
And I'm the queen.
And we out. Cheers.
Yeah.